Hey, single and solo cruisers out there, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? It no. It's not Hump Day Wednesday. No, it's not Payday Friday. I'm sorry. It's coming, but it's not today. No, exactly 1 year today for me was cruise day, or embarkation day, or departure day, or border day, whatever the influencers call it. They all said it different ways on different channels, but today was it for me exactly 1 year ago today. Exactly 1 year ago today. And this free at sea deal is how I got started. This is what really took me into the hey, let me try a solo cruise. Because what had happened was my son and I were going to go on a cruise, and I booked it near the end of 2019 for us to go for Christmas and New Year's of 2020. Well, needless to say, y'all know what happened in March of 2020, which shut down the whole world, cruise industry included. So, of course, I was going to cancel. But the cruise agent at the time was like, we can give you this really great deal that's going on. It's a really great promotion. You don't have to add any extra money, and it's going to save you a whole lot. And you have up to 3 years to use it. I was like, okay, great, fine. So I booked it for the following year. My son still couldn't go, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to go. But that's when the second round of, the big C hit. And I'm like, yeah, no, still not taking those chances. So again, I delayed it and finally ended up going last New Year's 2023. It was phenomenal. You hear me? It was phenomenal. Now, yes, I went with a group of me, myself, and my ADHD, and my anxiety, and my OCD, and any other uh, comorbidities that came along on that cruise. We all went together. But we had a blast. We had an absolute blast. But getting back to this deal, was it worth it? So I'm going to tell you some things about this deal that they're not really clear about telling you. Norwegian, that is, they're not really clear on it. So I'm going to clarify some things so that you know exactly what you get and what you're not getting, okay? All right. This was the deal. Freedom at Sea, they gave me all four of these offers. And so starting with the first one, the free unlimited beverages, the deal she gave me included all premium drinks. It was the premium beverages that I got. That you want to make sure that you clarify. Are you getting all premium? Is there anything that's not included in your beverage package? You want to clarify that with your travel agent or whoever the agent is that if you book directly with the cruise line, you want to check with them. Definitely ask. Number two, the specialty dining. What they do need to clarify, and my agent was very good at telling me this, but I don't know if all agents do it, especially when you book directly with the cruise line. But what they should be telling you is that it's not specialty dining for every night that you're on the cruise. It's only one dining session for the entire time. So I was on there for a week. So it was just one dining experience for that entire week. But like I said, my agent that I booked with directly with the cruise line was very good at explaining all of this to me for the most part. Number three, the free shore excursions. What they don't tell you is that it's only up to $50. And that's on Norwegian. It could be different with other cruise lines, but for Norwegians, it's $50 or less. then your excursion is free. If it's more than $50, then you get a $50 credit towards whatever excursion you choose, and you are responsible for paying the rest. That does not have to be done when you book the cruise, and neither does the specialty dining. But you do need to check your emails because emails will be coming through like 35 to 45 days before the cruise to let you know, hey, it's time to sign up for your specialty dining. Hey, it's time to sign up for your free excursion or your $50 credit. And number 4, the free Wi-Fi. Now, let's talk about this tier free Wi-Fi because this right here was definitely lacking in clarity. And I thought it was me, my ADHD brain, that impulsivity, not paying attention all over the place, not being able to focus and being distracted with all the fun and blah, 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 blah. But it wasn't just me, so I was glad to hear that. The deal is with the free Wi Fi, you get 150 minutes of free Wi Fi again for the entirety of the cruise. Not per day, not per cruise port. It's for the entire cruise. You get this one time 150 minutes free, excuse me. But what had happened was I boarded early, extra early. I like doing that. I like getting acclimated with the ship. I like um, walking around, looking for the ice cream. Of course, that's number one. I look for my ice cream, number one. I go see where my cabin is, number two. And then I go find some respite spots, AKA hiding spots. So when I need to get away from them 3,000, 4,000 people, I know where to go. I look for that on every ship, but especially on that New Year's Eve ship. That New Year's Eve cruise last year, oh yeah, I was looking for all the hiding spots. Sometimes you don't want to always go all the way back to your cabin. It just is what it is. But back to this here free internet, free Wi-Fi, excuse me. You have to download their app, and then you also have to sign in to their Wi-Fi. That is two separate transactions. That is the part they're not very clear on. So when we signed into their Wi-Fi, we assumed that we had to leave it on in order to use the app on the ship. That is not the case. And what ended up happening with quite a few of us is that our damn 150 minutes, yes, I said damn, because we were hot about that thing, that our 150 minutes was gone like within less than an hour from the time we downloaded and turned it on. We hadn't even left the cruise embarkation port yet, okay? We left out of Cape Canaveral in Orlando. We hadn't even left yet. We still had like 2 hours to go, 3 hours to go before the cruise even took off. As in the very beginning, first day. I was like, oh, no, 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 baby, no. So I skipped my little happy self on down to customer service desk, which I would normally say don't go on the first day unless you absolutely, positively have to go. Well, I had to go. So I went, stood in line. And when I got up to the desk, I was fuming, but I said, excuse me, sir. I don't know what happened or what I did. This is my very first time on Norwegian. It's my very first time cruising on New Year's Eve, and it's my first solo cruise. I'm just so excited and so happy to be on you all's ship. But I'm a little confused about how your Wi-Fi works because I must have pushed a button or deleted something, or maybe I'm not sure what I did, but it seems that all my minutes are gone. That's how you got to do it. Get more bees with honey than vinegar. Remember that. all that hooping and hollering and being nasty, that does not always work. Keep that in mind. Try it sometimes. Anyway, so he was very accommodating, more than happy to help me. He didn't just help me and show me exactly what to do and how to do it. He gave me back the 150 minutes that I had just swallowed up in less than 30 minutes. And he explained to me that the Wi Fi is separate from the uh, Norwegian Cruise Line app. You have to go through the cruise line app to get your Wi Fi, but um, you need to turn it off after you finish using the Wi Fi. So, whatever you're using it for, you'll have it on, turn it on. Then, when you finish, turn it off, and you can still use the app. And I politely informed him, you need to let folks know that it's not clear at all anywhere on your webpage, none of these emails, that is how this is done. I said, but thank you so much for your help. And so, of course, I took it back to the people in the solo lounge to let them know that's what you had to do. So we were good. We were good. Okay, some pointers for you, some tips to definitely keep in mind. Number one, check your emails often, check your emails often, check your emails often, check your emails often, check your emails, hey, check your emails, hey, check your emails often, check your emails often, hey, 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 okay, you get the point. I'm singing and being silly, but that's going to make you remember it. If you don't remember anything else in this video, you're going to remember that because I was being silly. Check your emails often. I'm talking like starting from 45 days before your cruise departure date, all the way up until the morning of your departure. Yes, I said the morning of. I know that's last minute. I know that's the day you're cruising and you're going to be busy getting your suitcase out the door. But guess what? We got an email at the last minute the night before, late the night before, reminding us to print out our tags, our luggage tags. Now, I don't know when they sent the original email about that because I definitely missed it because it's just so much. It's so many emails, but you got to look at them. You really do need to look at them, go through them, take your time. Even if you have to take a couple of days just to go through one, because sometimes they are that long, you need to pay attention to your emails. Please don't forget that. Please. The second thing is, like I mentioned, download the cruise lines app. This for me was Norwegian, so downloaded Norwegian's app because your phone really isn't going to do you much good when you're trying to look up schedules and show times and uh, you even needed to book your like when you go to one of the ports and you have to get the little boats to take you from the cruise ship over to the port. You even have to do that in the app. So it's very important to download the app. I would say download the app like a day or two before you get on the ship because, again, there are some updates on the app. And the third tip to get updates and information is to register with a cruise critic board. I put a link right here where you can go onto https:/boards.cruisecritic.com/form/20 roll calls. You go in, you pick your cruise ship, and then from there, you pick the month. It'll show you what cruise ships are leaving out that month and from which port. Okay, so you need to know the cruise ship that you're on, Norwegian Escape, not just Norwegian. Norwegian Escape. My month is December. My embarkation port was Cape Canaveral in Orlando. Register there. and you can get tons and tons of information from those boards. And the last one, of course, is join the Facebook groups. I wasn't going to do that, but I'm actually glad I did. And again, search for your cruise ship and your departure date. I am so glad I joined the cruise group for my cruise, New Year's Eve, because they were giving a lot of updates that I hadn't gotten from the cruise ship yet. I hadn't gotten emails yet, or either I missed the emails. That is a possibility. But with the Facebook groups, I was able to stay um, up on all of the information going on, even if there were delays in their flights, um, which mode of transportation they use, the shuttles they use to get from the airport to the cruise ship. And yes, I was living in Orlando at the time, but it actually worked out to be cheaper for me to go to the airport and take one of the shuttles from there. They had a very, very affordable round trip there, but that I'll get into that in another video. But the Facebook scripts were extremely, extremely helpful. Okay, so those are my tips, and I definitely hope that you all use them. Please leave comments down in the description box. Let me know if you've used any of those apps or websites when it comes to cruising. Let me know about your first solo cruise. Let me know about your first experience cruising on New Year's Eve, your first experience being on Norwegian. How was it for you? Definitely, I want to hear from you all about that free Wi-Fi deal. Let me know what your experience was with that. Okay? Definitely. Thank you so much for your support. Like I said, please comment below. I would love to hear about your experiences about all of that. Being on Norwegian for the first time, cruising for New Year's Eve for the first time, cruising as a solo cruiser for the first time, cruising with ADHD and high anxiety. All those experiences, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you again so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and share and subscribe. And hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of these upcoming videos, because this is going to be a series about my first solo cruise. There's just so many pictures and videos. It just was overwhelming trying to figure out how to do it. So I'm just going to chunk it down like my ADHD brain needs to do anyway. So till the next time, thank you all so much and have a great rest of the week. Bye, everybody.